also important we remind ourselves that this is a journey in the making. It's not just important that we celebrate it on Monday and we forget it on the other day. Because I think as a country, as well as the industry that I'm representing, which is software or IT or whatever you like to call it, I think equality still has strides to make. All of us are in this journey together, where we are trying to bridge the gap, we're trying to become more equitable. We've stopped using the word diversity anymore because we don't want to really single out a particular gender. Rather, we are saying everybody is equitable in the front of law or in front of everybody's eyes. Doesn't matter if you're a boy, girl, or of any other gender, we will all come together with one motive, which is for us to be able to break that glass ceiling. I saw that song that got played in the beginning. That movie was all about women, enabling women to break the glass ceiling. Gone are those days where women are in the sidelines, right? Now we are in the forefront where you look at the stage, there's more than 50% women, right? And ma'am was very proudly saying that 50% of the teaching staff or the students in here are also women. So that is the kind of progress that we have made. Though there is still a long way to go, I think we also need to take a look back, take a step back and appreciate the fact that, like sir was saying, 15, 20 years back, we were probably at not such a great place. But right now, even in the organization that I work for, we ensure we hire 50% of the campus freshers who identify themselves as women. Now, why do we do this? What is the reason or need for us to do this? And I think this is not something new that I'm going to tell any of you. But as you grow up the career or as you start reaching the peaks and the different heights, women tend to focus on family, they tend to focus on other priorities. For them, career takes a backseat, career takes a back step. In order to ensure that the diversity remains consistently throughout the boardroom, it is important that at an early stage we bring in a lot of women into the system. We call it the top of the funnel. Imagine 5 years before we were at a position where there were only 20 of the 100 people that we hired from campus were women. Within 10 years, that 20 will become 2, right? Because 18 other women would start prioritizing other things in life, which is how the norm has always been, right? If there is a person out of a family wedlock or anything who wants to sacrifice career, it is always the women who put their hands up. I personally feel that shouldn't be the way going forward, right? I'm in fact pushing my wife to let me quit so that I can take care of home and she can continue to work, right? She can continue to do big things at life and all of it. So I think we are in a very, very new scheme of things, new generation with this whole AI, ML and everything in picture, where gender is not really going to matter. So my request to all of you is, don't get boiled down by expectations, right? I think the amount of potential all of you have, the kind of heights that all of you can reach, has no limits. So today is more like a stark reminder for all of us that we are in this journey together. And it is very, very important that we take everybody along. My other couple of just call-outs for all the beautiful women sitting here is, I think it is very important that you recognize the importance of mentorship. Like Indu ma'am was talking about how her dad has been a mentor for her, right? So just like she's had a mentor, I think it's important for all of you to also choose a mentor. Mentorship will go a long way. It need not really be somebody who needs to talk to you only about your career or about your studies, right? It could be someone as simple as just giving you a pep talk every now and then, just helping you realign in terms of what you need to do really in life. So be very clear, be focused in terms of what you want to do. I am personally very excited for this hackathon. We have about more than 2,000 people in here. Back in service now, the organization that I represent as well, we do an annual Women Day coding contest. And we have roughly about 35,000 to 40,000 women all across India participate in it. So that is one of our way of, again, saying that we will not just be college agnostic, we will not just be gender agnostic, but then we will provide opportunity to anyone and anybody who is deserving out in the market. So the hackathon that we run is for all women engineering students across India, Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And it's always interesting to note that there is so much interest, right? And then people want to come and people want to make a difference. And of late, nobody really comes to us with a request of saying, I want to stay in my hometown because I am a woman, my parents are not letting me travel and all of it. I think we've come over all of that as well. If so many of you are out here today on a Saturday morning trying to participate in something, that itself for me is a big change and a big victory. To all the women out there, maybe raise them, maybe see them, and maybe also be a part of all your journey. Future is indeed female. Thank you again for the opportunity, and I really hope to see the rest of the day how the hackathon and everything goes. All the best to the participants as well. Thank you so much and happy Women's Day.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring speech, which really inspired our current